Look at that crack. Disgusting. Right, what's happening? If you haven't been following our socials, I'm disappointed. If you have, Cardusio moving unit, and they're dragging me with them. It's a positive for me, it's positive for them, it's positives all around, so pretty sick. The past, since the start of the week, we've been like rapidly just trying to build this unit, get it ready, find the right key out of all these keys. I think it's that one. And let's show you the new place, boy. Hello and welcome to the new place. Oh, ow. That kind of hurt. Yeah, M3's just chilling here. Right, so let's try and give you a little look. We'll try and explain what the hell is going on. So that's a forklift, top of the range model, 2020 plate. Basically, the toilet is there. It did have a door on the other side, which we've just plasterboarded, and we've moved the door there now. So that's that. We are going to also be having a mezzanine. If you don't know what a mezzanine is, basically another floor. I didn't know what a mezzanine was until they mentioned it, but yeah, that's what it means. So we're gonna have another floor, which is gonna be quite high up. Basic plan is to have one bay there, one bay here, and that's for wrapping and the PPF and tin. So the floor's gonna be up here somewhere in that area. It's going to be high enough so that we can accommodate obviously a car underneath on one of them little scissor lift things, so they can do their wrapping at full power. The ceiling's kind of high, so we might as well utilize the space that we got, and we're going to build the floor quite high. In terms of me and the Mini and anything else I decide to buy and mess around with, this little corner belongs to me. I've already claimed it, my toolbox is there. This little corner is going to be dedicated to me building crappy cars. So we're going to have a 2-poster ramp there, like a proper real ramp. Like, I'm upgrading again, going from the street kid to the scissor ramp kid to now a proper 2-post ramp kid. I'm not ordering it yet. I'm going to order it when the floor goes in, because the floor's going to go around the ramp, which is good for low cars. Floor's there. It's not very, like, it's only like probably 7 mil thick or something. Like, it's not very thick, but it will lift the floor up a little bit. So for lower cars, it might be a bit better. The arms on the ramp that I've chosen are quite thin as well. Most ramps, the end of the arm is usually thin, but then it gets thicker as it goes like down. So if anything, I'll just have to get some blocks or something for low cars. It's not a problem. Also, we are having a waiting area just above the toilet. So the mezzanine is actually going to be in 2 floors, if that makes sense. So we've got up the stairs, up there, and there's a waiting area for customers, finally. The rest of the floor up the top is going to be for us, where we put like the plotter for the vinyl wrapping, store all our stuff upstairs, so that way we can maximize floor space when we're down here, which is sick. Yeah, it does look a bit messed up right now. Now that I'm looking at it, it just looks, there's just lines everywhere. It's a bit weird, but we're trying to get this done. It sounds dumb. We're trying to get this done in 3 weeks. We're trying to get all of this done before Monday. It's now Wednesday, so the mezzanine people are coming in Monday. So at bare minimum, all of that needs to be painted. It has to be done, has to be painted, ready. So when the mezzanine people come in, that's finished. We don't need to touch it anymore. And then after that, we'll paint the rest of the walls, and then we'll lay the floor, we'll get the ramp in, and then maybe we can start actually bringing some cars in and having some fun. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, because now I feel like there's gonna be a hell of a lot of cars coming through here, and there's a lot of things for me to film and have a look at. And there's gonna be a wide variety of cars as well. I'm not just a JDM person or a German person or this and that. I like cars, I like them all. So anything that comes in, I'm interested. I've been sanding all of that up there. I've been sanding the lot. So yeah, the camera is gonna go back in my bag after this. But I will definitely be showing you guys in sections what's going on, keeping you updated, because I think it's a pretty cool process going from just a box to a warehouse. So I'll be showing you. Oh, here he is, look, boss man. So yeah, that basically means it's time to work. So I'll catch you in a bit. So it's been about 3 days, 4 days. This is how it's looking now. The floor is still the same, but behind me, the wall is all done in white. The toilet's being painted now, as you can see. This is the place as it stands. All done. Literally, all that's left now is put the floor in, get the mezzanine put in. I think they're coming in tomorrow and they'll be done Thursday. And then yeah, once the floor's done, we're pretty much ready to go again. So it's been a quick process. It's been a lot of work, a lot of hours, but it's starting to look like we're on the home stretch now. So yeah, today we're literally finishing off the toilet, finishing off that little section by the door, sweeping out all the floor, getting all the dust off the floor that the body shop had, and then yeah, start laying the floor. So it's looking pretty good. Not long left now. Let's crack on. Good evening. I'm quite high up in the mezzanine because there's a mezzanine. The carpet's going in. Boss man is there pretending he knows what he's doing. Doing an absolutely top job. As always. He's got his measuring tape out against a ruler. This engineering masterpiece is absolutely fantastic. Well done. Let's give you an update of what's going on again. So the top is done. Nice little bits of brickwork because, you know, aesthetics and shit. Carpets in. Nice office style, I think they went for. How high is this? High. It's like 3.5 meters, isn't it? 3.5 meters. It's 3.5 meters off the ground, which is quite high. But it's to incorporate the ramp they're going to be using, which extends to 1 meter, and then we added a G-Wagon on top, just in case. That could be like, yeah, raw Range Rover, whatever. So that way you can have a Range Rover on the ramp at full pelt and still have some room left. So yeah, the likeliness that you're gonna have it at full pelt is minimum, but at least it's there. But this is how high it is. We're quite high up. Oh, and also the floor's in. That's probably something quite important to add to the update. The floor started going in. It is very dirty, but there's a lot of dust everywhere. So the floor is in. We're going to take you downstairs now. Down the stairs, because we have 2 levels. So this is the waiting area where customers will be sitting. We'll probably have a little sofa there. Nice TV in the corner, coffee machine, and probably just a little cabinet with like, I don't know, jackets and things for sale and stickers and whatnot. Carry on down the next set of stairs, which is another little landing. Come down, right down to the bottom, and bosh, we're on the floor. Boss man's all the way up there now. Hello, boss man. So he's quite high up. There's a ladder there just in case the stairs break. But here is basically what one of the wrap bays look like. It's wide enough to incorporate a car with both doors open. We tested the M3, stuck both doors open, measured it. My toolbox is here, very dirty. And then this is my corner where I'll be doing all of the cool stuff, you know, for the cool guys. So that's my corner there. Wrap bay there, wrap bay there. Office up there. Boss man doing squats. We've got new lights in as well. I don't know if I added that, but that's bright. Sorry for putting that straight in the camera, but yeah, they're proper bright. If you compare these to the last ones, the difference is actually immense. With the last light, the 2, you see how they're split into 3 different sections, 1, 2, and 3. These 2 were very dim and you can only really see that one. But with this light, all 3, bosh, lit up. So it is very good, and they take less power, and they're smaller, and they're cheaper. So win-win for LED. The only downside with these lights, sometimes if you're filming with your phone, you're just like doing whatever, it starts flashing because obviously LEDs do that. But it depends on what camera you're using and what frame rate and stuff like that. But you can get around it. We're gonna get some lights underneath, so obviously they can see, because that's kind of important to be able to see. I've got a ramp coming, finally, new one. It's gonna be about here somewhere. Get some benches down the side, like this, and maybe like this, and then maybe this. The floor is actually black. We were gonna go for a grey. The grey was too light, so we went for black instead. And do you know what? I actually prefer black. I think the black against the white is sick. Here is the place of peace and tranquility. This is the Cardusio unit. You see my face? I'm bright. Alright, so this is the toilet, aka Cardusio. Yeah, I got to pick the colour, which is this. It was meant to be grey. Yeah. The toilet was meant to be a shade of grey. I got given one job to pick a colour. that's what I chose. I actually quite like the colour. Everyone actually does quite like the colour, but it didn't match the grey sink unit that we bought. So we had to opt in for a white one, which is being built. I've done all of that. It just needs the sink on top of it, and then it needs to go in and be butted up against the wall. But we've also got some tiles to put in there as well across the floor. So we've got some tiles there we need to finish off with. Toilet needs to be plumbed in. Everything, just like all the plumbing and that just needs to be connected. So that's the update of where we are so far. So yeah, I'm going to be updating in stages because we're doing work and then I'm filming and then we're going to bash some work out and then I'm going to film. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment. So I will carry on when probably the ramp's in, because that's going to be another big thing that comes in. And then once the ramp's in and the ramp's up, we can get a car on it. We can show you a car on the ramp, and then how else we got like with the little kitchen and stuff like that. So yeah, let's crack on again. Yo, so right, yeah, it's been a while since I've done them other videos. Yeah, we're pretty much done now. The last video I showed you guys was of the mezzanine. The mezzanine's been put in. We've now sort of built kind of upstairs. Downstairs is pretty much going on, and I said I'll give you a video update when the ramp is in, and the ramp is in. So let's start up the top where we are. The office is a mess because we're still figuring out where to put stuff and what's going on. None of us know what's going on. The computer's all set up, the desk is all there, everything's getting together. The waiting area, still nothing, obviously. So there's no heat in here, so that's why my face is like this. But I'm quite cold at the moment, it's raining. But if we come downstairs, obviously you guys have seen the base. I know there's one thing that you lot want to see, and it's here, and it looks sick. And it's my ramp, so here's my ramp. Wow. We've actually got a car in it at the moment. It's a Vinay Z39. But yeah, I opted in for a Dunlop 240 ramp, so it's a 4-ton ramp. I'm mad excited. This thing's sick. Literally, it's got like the lowest sort of driving over point I've ever seen on a ramp. Mad. Finally, I can stand underneath. I'm underneath a car and like I can walk and do stuff. It's just so much easier, so much nicer as well. Like once the 36 is on it, I've already put coilovers on the 36. That's how long this video has been that my car is broken and I'm actually driving everyone else's cars. I've got a load of oil leaks and stuff, so yeah, we're fixing it. I can now get the 36 on the ramp, do a load of stuff to it. I've got a load of seals and gaskets and all that sort of stuff that's being delivered through Johnny thing. So yeah, I've got a load of stuff coming through for the 36. The coilovers are already on, it is stiff. The ride height's near enough the same. I just got to do a few adjustments, maybe pull the arches a bit and get some camber arms, and then hopefully it doesn't rub anymore. But this is also in for coilovers. The rear arch is cut, it's been literally decked on the floor. It's now getting an underglow kit. It's also getting some thinner spacers and some camber arms. I'm gonna try the thinner spacers first, see how it does with the thinner spacers, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, here's your update for Cardusio's new place, which, not gonna lie, for a company that's only been open for like not even 2 years, this is a pretty big achievement. So credit where credit is due, even though I don't want to say that because they're both dumbasses. They've done all right. It's a pretty sick place. I've got a place to work on cars now. You can just fix like my cars and like just build them without having to crouch around everywhere, and it's, yeah, it's sick. It's a good look. If you like what you see, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment down below as well. Let us know what you think of the place, because I think it's pretty sick, man. And if you haven't done so already and you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, obviously. If you're into cars, if you're into all sorts of cars, because there's a load of random stuff coming in it. Everything from supercars to little Fiestas. The Fiesta's probably gonna be mine. Or even if you're just into a bunch of mates trying to make their business work and having a laugh, and one guy that follows them around with the camera all the time, then this is the channel for you, so make sure you subscribe. Unfortunately, my camera charger has gone missing, which is why this part of the video took so long. I managed to get another charger from online, and yeah, so now I've managed to get my battery charged and we're back in business again. So apologies for the late part of this video, which then makes this whole video late. Wicked, but yeah, I am gonna crack on with that. I might actually do a video carrying on, like from now that I've got my camera back. So if you're interested in that, make sure you stick around. But until then, peace.